I'm Sabrina. Welcome to Small Talk, and we have loads to get through today. Coming up, find out why Singaporeans have an average of 6 to 8 jobs their entire career, why standing at work can improve your productivity, as well as how a boss in China's employees decided to sober up after a night out. But first off, it seems that female employees are not given enough security advice when they travel. More than half of local employers actually said they do not provide training for their female corporate travelers, but it seems that the women feel they don't need it. 3/5 of employees actually said that they would prefer receiving advice via email or through a 24-hour hotline, while only 20% said they would like a face-to-face briefing. So I think personally for me, a nice mix of both would actually be really beneficial. We have an article online about this, and it does provide some quick tips for female employees who are traveling. It includes things like always staying calm, knowing where you're going, and just being aware of your surroundings. So it's worth having a look, especially if you are a corporate traveler and you will be doing some trips coming up, yeah? Next up, employees in the US favor standing up to sitting down at work. Research has found that if you allow your employees to alternate between standing and sitting, it can not only improve their productivity, but also increase their health and job satisfaction levels. We all know that sitting for too long at your desk can lead to problems such as neck and joint pain, and even things like strokes and diabetes. So, I guess it is a good idea to walk around, say hello to some of your colleagues that you don't see as often in the office. And in fact, the study actually said that 9 in 10 out of the respondents said that they were more comfortable working standing up, which is a bit weird for me. But 3/4 of respondents also said that they felt healthier when they were able to sort of walk around, stand and sit. And more importantly, there was a 50% drop in back and neck pain. So that is something worth looking into. And if you're an employer, let us know if you have any simple health tips or exercises that you encourage your employees to do while they're at the desk, just to help them with such problems. Now, we all know that job hopping is prevalent in today's economy, especially as the market is doing much better. And an average Singaporean employee actually has between 6 to 8 jobs their entire career, which is quite a number of jobs. An employee who is constantly job hopping has to be someone who's adaptable, just so that they can better integrate into the new working culture and get a hold of the new environment. And I think it's also important that you're not afraid to ask for help, especially in a new situation. So if you're someone who likes to job hop, hopefully not, drop us a message on our Facebook page or send us a tweet. Tell us how it is it hard to integrate into your workforce? And just let us know if you have any advice for people who are looking to get into different jobs, what they can do to better integrate themselves. Now, for our biggest story this week, apparently there are disadvantages to working from home. Telecommuting, of course, is one of the more favorite ways to balance your work life, but apparently it could be less conducive than coming into the office. Aside from the distractions that you'll have at home, because you don't really have a structured business day or a close of business, you end up working more hours than you would if you were to come into the office. And there's also the additional, issue of not being able to use company resources such as the printer or the fax, and even incurring higher electricity bills. So just something to keep in mind. Maybe you don't have to work from home all the time. You could come into the office a couple of days a week. So again, let us know how your flexible working structure is, and then maybe we can share it with the rest of our viewers. And time for our bizarre HR of the week. In China, drunken workers after a night out decided to push their boss home in his car so that they could not only sober up, but could get their boss home safely without drink driving. So an interesting story. After an office party, everyone was a little bit tipsy, and the boss and his employees decided that he would get into the car and all of them would push the car. So technically they weren't breaking any rules because the engine of the car was off the entire time, but authorities have warned against pushing a car in busy traffic. So it is Friday. If you are going out for drinks, just keep in mind that someone should be the designated driver. We don't want to see groups of employees pushing your CEO home tonight. If you haven't had time to get a copy of our latest issue. This is of course our August issue. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, as well as our blog for all the latest stories, news, and all episodes of Small Talks, as well as our video interviews. So I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.